Alright, I'll tell you what. I probably shouldn't be making this video, and it really just comes down to time. Now, I'm gonna talk about time another time because this is just not the time to talk about time. I'll tell you what, it's like 5:40 in the morning, um, and I gotta go to this thing called school in 40 minutes, something like that. I gotta eat breakfast, stuff like that. There's no reason I should be making this video. What I should be doing is working on the book. But I'll tell you what, something changed, and I think I'm gonna start doing this because I realized that maybe it is important to get a message out there. And I haven't worked very hard. I've worked really hard on doing and getting projects done. And I think that's something that can get messed up a lot. As you get sucked into work, you get sucked into getting what you want done because you think it's really important and you're very passionate about it. And I think it's a big problem you can have is failing to give yourself a creative outlook while you're working. Even if it's in creative work. I'm writing a book right now, and it's tough, right? Personal finance and investing, that's my background, that's what the book's on. It's not particularly easy to dedicate, just go. I wake up at 4 in the morning to write the book, and you just gotta go. And then you have 10-hour days where you're just going. And I think a lot of people can get sucked into that and not have a chance to do something else while maintaining focus, because that's the key, right? You can't get so distracted that you're not focused on the principles, what you want to do. I think I'm going to start doing stuff on here because I care about decentralizing asset management, and I just hate centralized investment firms. And I'm trying to bring the barrier to entry to finance down with the book, with the classes on here. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. And I know I don't have the time to do this, but I think it's important sometimes, even when you can't do it, to fit it in and to make it happen. It's some extent to any variation, because even the things that you don't think are going to be important, the things you just do on a whim, a lot of the time that can be something really special. I'll give an example, and then I think we'll wrap this up, because I really do have to go to school, guys. I was making one of my probably my third diversified portfolio. Give or take 25 stocks. And I had a pretty good idea of exactly what I wanted going into it. I had a list written out. I had weightings, I talk about diversification all over this channel in the book and structures. Very well-diversified portfolio. It was, all stock, rapid growth. And I go in, with my parents, right? Because I'm not 18. So you've got to have either a UGMA, UTMA account. This is all in the book. It's bad for financial aid is the basis of, if you don't care. The point is I was doing it through parental accounts for taxes. It sucked, but for college aid it works well. And that's all, that's another story. We'll talk about that later. So we go in to make the portfolio and, put in half the orders. And, my mom pulls up AMC and Regal, right? Because, they're both movie companies. We look at AMC first. And AMC is, I was like, dude, what was huh? I mean, really, I just didn't even think about it. Because it was like a tech-centered portfolio with diversifications in energy, and who cares, right? We buy AMC. We like it, right? They're like, I don't know, $10. It was a while ago. No. It was a diversification pick. It was not, it was like, yeah, we could see growth potential there. And Carvana, too, it was a diversification pick. Carvana went from $10 entry point to $70. And, they pull back. And AMC went from 10 to, you know, like $20. And yeah, they've had a giant pullback. Point being, those were diversification on the Whim investments. They, you know, when I put Carvana on my list of things to buy, it was like, you know what? I day traded Carvana a couple days, or, you know, a while ago. I day traded it one day. It was a really big pre-market gainer. And I'll talk, you know, all about day trading in the book, and we'll cover that later. But I thought, you know, because I'd seen a lot of people getting their cars, and I know my parents bought a car through Carvana, and I thought, you know what, on a whim, as a diversification pick, I think this is a good idea. And it wasn't one of my main things I thought of coming into the portfolio. Just came up, spur of the moment, like this, and it just killed it. Best performing stock by far in the past year, two, something like that. So, coming out of this, I want you to start thinking about taking things on a whim and committing to them. You know, I took a break from all this crap, and we're committing to making this happen, and I think this is going to be a really good experience. So, sometimes things that you don't think are going to matter end out being super important. Thank you guys for listening. Have a great day.